Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, where today we're checking out the Latron Prime. Now, since this is a primed weapon, the only way to get it is to assemble it from its primed parts, which you can either get yourself by opening specific relics or by buying the parts from other players. However, since relics are rotated in and out of the game quite frequently, I will simply leave a link to the official Latron Prime Wikipedia website in the video description so you can check it out and see which relics you want to go for. The Latron Prime is a Mastery Rank 10 semi-automatic primary rifle that does primarily puncture damage with just a little bit of impact and slash on the side. It sports a pretty solid 22% crit chance, a way above average 2.8 times crit multiplier, as well as a 26% status chance, and it sports a 15-round magazine with a 2.4 second reload and a fire rate of 4.17, which is more than enough for a semi-automatic rifle. Now, while the Latron does kick a little bit, it's very easy to get used to once you get the feel for it, and it's also pinpoint accurate. The accuracy is perfect, so basically as long as you can see the enemy, you can shoot them. And finally, the Latron Prime has access to the unique double tap mod, which on hit gives you 20% bonus damage on your next shot for 2 seconds, and it stacks up to 20 times outside of Conclave. This is available from Nightwave and Conclave, though you of course need to be at least a somewhat decent shot to take advantage of this because the buff is very short. Now, when we compare the Prime to the standard Latron, you can see that it's an upgrade through and through, sporting higher crit chance, crit multiplier, status chance, and even the damage is considerably higher. Though it's not as crit heavy as the Latron Wraith, which sports 4% extra crit chance at the cost of status and damage. As far as the build goes, there are a few ways you can take this, but for me, the one that performs the best most of the time is just a crit heavy setup that doubles down on crit chance with Argon Scope and critical delay with Vital Sense for critical damage that also runs Vital and Hunter munitions. This setup can easily take on the entire star chart, do Nightmare and Fissure missions, as well as most sorties for you. Though you can of course push it even further if you either run the double tap mod, which is gonna give you more damage if you're a decent shot, or you can just go the galvanize route and run an arcane as well. All in all, it feels pretty good and the damage is very solid, though it is better against the Grenier and the Corrupted than it is against the Corpus or even the Infested. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you take this against the Infested, as single shot weapons are not the best there. The biggest issue with the Latron Prime is that it's pure single target damage in a game where AoE weapons are the king. If you just look at it on its own, it's a solid single target rifle that does decent damage and is fun to use. But the lack of any kind of AoE outside of the possibility of modding in punch through is hurting it quite a bit. That's not to say that it's necessarily a bad weapon, it's just old and it kind of shows. I mean, this weapon is almost 10 years old. So pick it up if you think it looks fun or you're looking for a single target weapon, just don't expect it to beat out the Brahmas and the Zars and all that kind of stuff. Alright, and that is pretty much all there is to say about the mighty Latron Prime. So I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.